All right, we are back. Thanks again, guys. That was a beautiful song. Well, our first guest, there isn't anything about the Dayton Dragons she probably could tell us. I mean, anything about it, she's got the whole history right up here.
We hope.
And if you want someone that really does a good job, you hire a woman. That's how I feel. I've always worked for women, by the way.
Have you?
So she's going to come out and tell us a lot of interesting things about our home team, the Dragons. Please make welcome Brandy Guinaugh, everybody. Hey, Brandy.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good, great.
Did you have that bat?
I did. My friend, though, is going to bring the bat out a little bit later. So, yeah.
So we can smell that burnt. That
Yeah.
is so cool.
Smells like a campfire. So.
Now, Brandy, how did you get involved with the Dayton Dragons? I mean, you interested in baseball or?
Definitely baseball has always been one of my favorite sports. However, I have a marketing degree from Miami University, and the opportunity came up, and I've been there 9 years already, so hard to believe. So
that's a long time.
It is
what
a
is your
long
responsibilities?
Well, I work in the sponsorship department, and we manage all of the sponsor partnerships that we have with the various companies in this area, as well as the surrounding area to Dayton. And it's a fabulous job. We make sure all the sponsors get everything that they've been promised and more, and have a great time doing that at Fifth Third Field.
It's a beautiful field.
Thank you. Yeah, it's only 2 years. The actual field this is only the second season because we got a brand new field last year. So
I bet you've seen a lot of change, a lot of growing, haven't you?
lots of growing, but we've always been sold out since day one. So that's been fabulous. The community support here is amazing, and we have over 8,000 fans every single game.
Wow.
It's a lot of people. So, and there's still people out there I know that have never seen a Dragons game. So come visit us at Fifth Third Field.
What does it hold?
We hold 7,230 physical stadium seats, but when you add in our lawn area, which is our overflow seating, we have on average 8,400 fans every single Dragons game.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's a great time. It's family friendly. It's not just about the baseball game. Of course, that's part of it. But more than that, it's a fun experience and an opportunity for you to bring the whole family down and not have to worry about anything offensive and just really enjoy yourselves, whether or not the Dragons win or lose. You just can never tell. So.
What surprised you the most in over the years that you've been with them that you didn't expect?
Gosh, I would say how much time flies, how quickly the day goes. We work in the front office about 14 hours every day when the team's in town, so it's a long day, but it actually goes by pretty fast, especially when you're having fun doing what we do every day.
It always goes faster when you're having fun.
That's true. That's why they say that.
That's the time you don't want it to go fast.
Exactly.
And I'm sure you got all the food and everything that anybody would want.
We have all the ballpark favorites, you know, the pretzels, the popcorn, the hot dogs, the soda and beer, all kinds of things out there. We have a new kids meal this year that's been really popular. Everyone can bring the kiddies out and get something for them as well.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's a lot of fun.
I live at East End at the top of the hill. So I have a patio up my upstairs, and I always know when there's a game off, I can see the lights, you know, when the game's on.
We have a lot of the downtown community that have loft apartments near the stadium. We can see them out during the Dragons games on the
cheering
rooftops.
cheering you on.
Yeah, just having it's a great reason to have people over and have a party, right? So it's a great time for everyone that lives downtown as well, and the community support has been amazing. We're extremely grateful for that, as well as our partnerships that we have too.
I understand you did live in Dayton recently.
Yes, I did live in Dayton last week, and it was a great opportunity. We were talking about some events that are coming up. We have a 5K this Saturday and a whole other slew of things you can find online at Dayton-Dragons.com to participate in. So we're always doing something, even more than just the baseball games.
Keeps you busy, doesn't it?
It keeps us busy for sure.
More than 40 hours, I'm
More
sure.
than 40
Oh,
hours,
yeah.
yes. We won't go into that though, so.
So there's some other things going on there too that does some great things with kids.
For sure. We are very involved in the community, and we have an amazing partner in Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, and we have a program called Home Run for Life. And a lot of our fans, I just had someone the other day call me up and ask when the next one would be so that they could make sure they had Dragons tickets specifically for that game. So that's how ingrained this program has become since 2004. It's basically a way to bring 5 brave children out to the ballpark. And what Anthem does is they're going through a medical challenge or have just recently conquered a medical challenge, ranging from cancer to diabetes, all kinds of conditions, and they get to be VIPs at the ballpark.
Wow.
So 5 kids every year get to do this. We've already had 3. We have 2 more children. Actually, the next one is next Wednesday, the 17th. So if anyone's watching and wants to come see what the Anthem Home Run for Life experience is like, that would be the day.
Now, before Marcus comes out, you want to show the clip first and then bring Marcus out?
We sure can. Yeah, we can
Okay.
definitely show the clip.
Okay, you guys ready to show that clip? And then after that clip, we'll bring out Marcus Taylor.
Sounds great.
The Dayton Dragons and Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield have been partnering since 2004 to bring Dragons fans the heartwarming Home Run for Life program. Each season, Anthem and the Dragons recognize 5 brave children who, with the help of their families, physicians, and healthcare team, are presently battling or have successfully overcome significant medical events in their young lives. Home Run for Life events are promoted in newspaper ads and in radio spots that are recorded by each honoree, and their stories and photos are featured on the fold-out cover of the complimentary Play Ball game program handed out to all 8,000 attendees on the night of their Home Run for Life. During each Home Run for Life, Anthem hosts the honoree and their support team of family, friends, doctors, and Anthem representatives in a luxury suite. The honoree gets VIP treatment, including Dragons souvenirs, a chance to meet and get autographs from Dragons players, and a behind-the-scenes stadium tour. Each honoree is recognized on the field during an inning break. The honoree, their family, and support team are taken onto the field, and the honoree gets to take a symbolic lap around the bases to a standing ovation from the crowd. At the conclusion of their home run lap, they receive a personalized wooden Dragons bat and a certificate making them an honorary Dragon. For more information about the Home Run for Life program, visit Dayton-Dragons.com.
Wow. Wow, that was great. Great. You see that smile on that boy's face?
Yeah. He was super excited. It was very rewarding.
Yes, and that look. You can't mistake that look.
You sure can't.
Just like giving him $1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's won the lottery.
Yeah.
Well, to explain more of this, we're going to bring out, excuse me, everybody, Marcus Taylor, everybody. It's always a little scary when somebody walks out with a baseball bat. I'm going to think to myself, what did I do? I didn't mean it, Marcus. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Nothing to be afraid of here.
How you doing, Marcus?
I'm
Welcome
doing well.
to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Well, that clip says it all, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. As everyone just saw in the clip, you saw a good smattering of kind of what happens and the experience that happens for those children as they round those bases and just being there with the support of a community of 8,000 Dayton Dragons fans.
Now, how did all this begin? Someone had this concept. How did all that begin?
Yeah, it was a partnership, as Brandy mentioned 9 years ago, that the 2 organizations decided to work together for, you know, children who go through medical ordeals. They find a lot of strength through that process, and they need support from their communities. They get support from their families. They get support from their caregivers. But this was a great opportunity for a community partner like the Dayton Dragons, and Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield is, you know, probably the largest insurer in the area, to work together to show even greater support for the
Kind of like a Make-A-Wish with Dayton Dragons style.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely. And that look on that boy's face.
Yeah, I was actually the last boy that was there. I was actually at that event, and you know, he really had a really good time. His family loved it. Said it was one of the highlights of his life. So.
Now, she said the 17th.
Yes, next Wednesday, July 17th, game starts at 7 p.m. We will be honoring yet another Home Run for Life child and family. So head down to the stadium to check it out.
Now, how did you get involved in all this, Mark?
Well, I manage the sales team for Southern Ohio, which includes the Dayton and Cincinnati area. And so as we come out to actually do a presentation at the ball field during that experience, someone from Anthem usually presents that bat. And
in the green room.
Smells great, like
It's
a fresh
burnt
fire.
into the wood. You can smell like a fire, like you're smelling a fireplace.
And we're actually able, Rob, to kind of hide the bat and surprise the child until they come out.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, so from an experience standpoint, we host the family and their caregivers in a suite with the Dayton Dragons, all you can eat. They get sort of a VIP experience with a lot of Dayton Dragons paraphernalia, souvenirs. They actually get behind the scenes tours of you know, the production room and get to meet the players and go into the locker room. And then during an inning break, Brandy and team will come up to the suite we'll walk down with the family and their support team, hang out in the same tunnel and walk through the same tunnel that the players walk through. And as that inning break comes out, we rush out onto the field. And while that's happening, that video, a video clip of the child's actual ordeal and their experience is showing across the board. And before they actually start running those bases, they stand in the batter's box just as if a player would.
Wow.
And the Dragons play a home run clip. The horn sounds, the Dragons blow the smoke and whatnot, and then the child begins his journey around the bases. And the really cool thing is the visiting team lines up on the first baseline to provide high fives. Yeah. There's a standing ovation from that crowd of 8,000 plus. And then as they round the bases and make it around the third baseline, the home team is there to provide high fives. And the Dayton Dragons manager then greets the child as they cross home plate and gives them a certificate, which makes them an honorary Dragon. And then we're able to surprise them with this bat that kind of commemorates that journey through that medical ordeal. And most of the children are either at the end of that ordeal or have already shown success and come through with a clean slate of health.
So we're pretty sure that they will be okay.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They will survive.
Yeah, I think I can't think of a child who's had this experience that hasn't been on the positive side of the prognosis. So
now, when you present the bat, you pretty much keep it hid till you get right up and then bring it out and see.
Right. So when we're in the suite, we don't have the bat. So it's not until we get down into the tunnel, the family's kind of forward, and they're the first out, and the Anthem representative is kind of in the background, and someone from the Dragon staff will hand this bat to us, and we'll hide it behind our leg just like you showed. And the child, by the time they step out of that tunnel, and you see 8,000 people standing. And the music's playing, they're not turning around looking at their family or us. So it's pretty much a safe bet that the bat's going to be a surprise.
Oh, yeah.
And so when they come around and see their names on it, as you can see, it's engraved here, see that Dragons logo, and also Heater and Jim, the mascots, are there as well. It's just really a great experience for them.
And they get a jersey.
Yeah.
Wow. A jersey did.
They get a jersey.
They get a jersey, right? A jersey
That's
did.
right. I
And
should
it's
have said
typically
it like
signed
that.
by the players.
The players autograph the jersey.
Wow.
It's an all-around fantastic experience for not only the kid but their families, like all of their support team and everyone. So,
You know, when you talk about this, it reminds me of the Boys Club slogan: "No man stands so tall when he stoops to help a boy." That's what you guys are doing. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Just amazing. Well, thanks for coming, you guys. You gave us a lot of information.